Okay, we have here to another integral from the Columbia integral. It should be 2022. This one's problem 21. We have the integral of sine of cosine of sine x times sine of sine x cos x dx. Okay, the thing that jumps out first is we've got here as an input sine of x and sine of x. If we did a u substitution for sine x, well, we have our du right here, cosine x dx. So let's just go ahead with this and see what happens, and hopefully it'll simplify this expression a little bit. So if I do my u as sine x, and we get our cosine x dx right here. So if we do this, we're going to simplify this quite a bit, because now we're just going to have sine of cosine of u. This is going to become just sine of u, and then we'll have our du at the end. But now at this point, it's still not that great, because we really don't want a trig function inside another trig function like this. I don't really know how to integrate that, right? So it's telling me we're going to want to do another u substitution or another substitution. So let's do that. And what I'm going to do this time, instead of using, we already used u, so let's do a t substitution. I'll make my t cosine of u just so I can simplify that. I'll take a derivative. For dt, we have minus sine of u. So this is basically this. I can just multiply by a minus 1 right here to get it exactly to be my dt right here. But I'll multiply by minus sign out front just so I don't change it. And we'll go ahead with this substitution. So we're going to end up with minus integral of sine. Again, this is going to be t, and this is going to be just dt. And I think I'll just bring my minus sign inside the integral, because the integral of minus sine of t is going to be just cosine of t. And I can go ahead and back substitute, but I think before I do that, for our value of t, let's plug in our value of u first. So we can update this t value, and we can write it as cosine, our input in our u values. This is going to be sine of x. And now I'll plug this in. So for our final solution, we're going to have just cosine of sine of x. Put a plus c on there, and that's it. One thing to notice, we did make two substitutions here, and you could definitely have combined this into one substitution, and it'd be quicker that way. But sometimes it can be hard to see with all that's going on, so that's why I just did the simple substitution and then substituted again. But you can see, you could actually just go straight to here, make this substitution for cosine sine of x. If you did that and took the derivative here, derivative of this is going to give you minus sine of sine x, but then chain rule would give you the cosine x dx. So essentially what would happen is you'd have your dt, this value, you'd have it right here. And so go a little faster, that way you could kind of skip a step. But again, that can be kind of hard to see. Okay, fun problem. We'll stop it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great day.